Black youth in Toronto are reported missing more frequently than youth of other races. That's according to Toronto police data. And while the force says 96% of all their cases are found, communities say there is a rising crisis. Here's some numbers we want to share with you right now. Toronto police say in 2024, there were 110 Black teens between the ages of 12 and 17 years old reported missing, making up more than half of the total 200 youth reported missing to the service. But they add that the rumor that many Black youths are currently unaccounted for, they say that's not true. We did reach out to Peel Regional Police for data. On Monday, we have not received a response. So this has sparked a series of town halls set to get underway in the GTA the 2nd, scheduled for Thursday in North York. Joining us now in studio, Shayna McCullough and Carrie Lee Crawford. Thank you both for being with us here today to talk on such an important topic. I want to start by walking through what's on the Toronto Police Service X site here. Since yesterday, there are 4 youth who've been reported missing, according to their X site. 3 of them are Black youth. I want to know from your end, at what point do you realize that there is a problem?
I think when I realized there was a problem was when a friend of mine, very close friend, reached out, and he lives in Whitby, and he mentioned he has a 15-year-old son, and he said, you know, Shayna, a lot of boys are going missing in my area. I have a son. I'm really, really concerned. And that was the first I heard of it. And then secondly, an uncle sent me a video, a YouTube video, stating 6 boys had gone missing. And that's when I was like, this is a serious problem. Nobody's talking about it. By December, there was 14 boys missing right before the holidays, and my heart just dropped. I was wondering what was going on and why nobody's talking about it.
So you started this petition calling for action, and I'm going to ask you a little bit about that in just a few moments here. But Kiri, I want to bring you in at this point in our conversation because you called for these town halls, and that's brought out hundreds in the first online town hall.
That's correct.
And you're in touch, both of you are actually in touch with the families who've had youth going missing. What are you hearing from these families?
Well, I'd say that my relationship in respect to the ongoing concerns certainly was brought to my attention by Shayna. And when she told me, again, the nature of the interaction she was having with the family, the concerns that they were expressing. I am both a board member of the Victim Services of Peel. I'm also on the Peel Chief of Police's Resource Council. And so we are privy to more information than the most, and our job is essentially tasked to sharing that necessary information with those who are, of course, most vulnerable, most at risk, and in the ambition of providing them the necessary information that allows them to make informed choices, informed decisions. And so, based on what I had received via those channels and the disconnect that Shayna had outlined, and that certainly is abounding in the present situation today, we felt like the town halls was something that we got away from a little bit. I think pandemic and post-pandemic, trying to get that connection, that connectivity back with our community, the stakeholders, business owners, residents, first responders, and all those that share the beautiful cities to which we live.
Yeah, you had Mayor Patrick Brown showing up.
Mayor Patrick Brown, very supportive. The Black Empowerment Unit at Brampton, very, very supportive. And I think because this is something that touches us all, from Durham to Toronto to Mississauga to Brampton, it's a multi-pronged, multifaceted, and multi-jurisdictional undertaking that we are certainly engaged in. And, you know, it's 100% free, and there's no revenue generation of any sort. We are 100% supported by the community and a lot of the businesses that have decided to step up and support this very important initiative. Yes.
You both point to the need to address not only the concerning numbers here, but also the need to address the root causes here.
Absolutely.
What do we know about that?
Yeah, for me, I think it's something that's within the fabric, under the root, like you're saying, that we need to address, like, what are the reasons that this is happening at such an alarming rate? How can we mitigate these issues? What kind of resources can we provide to the community to ensure that red flags, whatever they see, they can put this information into the hands of their youth, so to protect them, right? Because whether it's systemic, whether it's cultural or whatever it may be, why are our kids going missing at such alarming rates, and why is it that we don't get the attention that maybe other cases might get in these circumstances? In order for us to be able to protect our children, we have to even know that it's going on in the first place.
Yeah.
Carrie, for you, it's equally important to be able to pinpoint why this is happening.
The intersectionality of it, for me, there's various facets and attributes to the issue. I don't believe it's one prevailing cause, nor do I believe it to be something that will be resolved in a day or with one idea or solution. I think it's multi-pronged, multifaceted, and that's why I think it's so important that we appreciate the response that we've received from first responders, from the police as well, the relationships that we're looking to cultivate between them and the community. I think that it is imperative that that line of communication is open and free-flowing, though those critical conversations are sometimes hard to have. Sometimes it's things that are difficult to digest, and we talk about we can't regulate how someone feels about it, whether you believe their perception to be correct or incorrect. There are a group of people that feel that way, and those people, to have their voices heard and to have their experiences shared and the insights subsequently drawn from them, that's imperative. I think that's the precipice again of why we're doing what we're doing, and that we're calling many hands make light work. So we're calling anyone who this potentially affects, it's touched, who believes that they have an insight that they could share that would help to speak to the nature of the concerns, and of course, most importantly, the bringing home of the boys that are missing and the mitigation of future people, kids, youth, and going missing in the future. Yeah.
Okay, Carrie, and let's quickly mention too, Thursday, Town Hall taking place,
Yes.
Location and time?
Yeah, it's 4340 Dufferin Street in North York, Toronto. It's revival time. It's the 16th. Complimentary food. We're going to feed you and beverages. And again, 6 p.m. doors open. Officially getting started around 7 p.m. And as well, we're in Brampton on the 23rd of January, and then heading over to Durham on the 30th of January. And of course, date to be determined with respect to Mississauga. So just looking to connect with all those boots on the ground, all those affected, and all those who believe they could support or wish to support and have the means to do so. We call on you guys now.
You're keeping these critical conversations going. We appreciate you for that. Shayna and Carrie, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.